I didn't, like I said, I had bowled a little bit as a kid, but I didn't really start bowling until like 2017 when I started working at the bowling alley, Bel Air Lanes on the east side.
See, you ever shot at Ormond? That's why I go. Ormond Lane's nice.
I think I did on like some recreational stuff, not with like my actual bowling.
And then when I got good, I was like, dang, I should have bowled from England, but
what?
Bro, stayed here before we got there too.
You got the monitors, because I was just telling my girl, like, I be playing the sports games, and I think the monitors be better for, like, gaming. So I can hook a PS5 up to that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And it'll show on both swings, or it'll just be on one? Like, how
well, you have to get, what is it called? What is it called? Oh, it's called a splitter.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much, I have like a 4-way splitter over there, but I only use 3 because I only got 3 monitors.
Mm-hmm.
But what you do is you'll hook the PlayStation up into the splitter, and then put the output onto the screens.
Right.
So whatever is playing on the PS5 is gonna be on each screen.
That's fine. No monitors be costing though. I need to get one of them. They say it move faster. Like the gameplay, like HD.
Yeah, it all depends on which type of monitor you get. Yeah.
But they got an HDMI. That's because that's a computer screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
all of them got HDMIs.
Okay.
I think they run at like 240HX or something like that, HZ.
That's fine.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Likkle Table. I'm your host, your favorite neighborhood Rusty, and we are here for the commencement of episode number 55, Del Boy. And this week I got the homie Turon in here in the flesh. What's good?
What's good, bro?
Chillin'. How you been?
Man, just chilling, bro, man. You already know it. Working, playing ball.
You know, I be seeing you like in transit, but it's been a while since we done actually linked up.
Oh yeah,
down
for
and
sure.
Talk.
Yeah, day one, for real.
I don't even remember like when we actually met. Like that's how long ago it was. I know it had to be like elementary school days.
It was elementary for sure, but I don't know if it was in school. It probably was with Sticks.
Right, you're right.
Sticks.
Right.
I think he probably brought me over because he was coming over around my uncle and stuff like that.
Yeah, he definitely had me in Madison Heights a couple of times.
Exactly. Staying the night over there at y'all crib.
People still got their house out there?
Oh yeah, my grandma they own it now.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yo.
So what you been up to since then, pimpin'?
And with me, just working, bro. I started a little business or whatever. And
ain't nothing little about business.
I started a business or whatever, man. I
gotta give yourself that pat on the back sometimes. I understand wanting to be humble.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, right about that. I always been humble though, man.
Yeah.
Still go to the gym. I can still play ball and stuff like that. Which you just saw the video.
Speaking of playing ball, brother man, we gonna talk about this 1v1 video.
Oh man, not this again.
All right, so I originally seen you reshare it on Facebook. And was like, okay. Like, I still knew that you was playing basketball, but I didn't know you was doing stuff like making videos and competition stuff, nothing like that.
Right.
So, click on the video, boom. I already have it in my head that I'm gonna watch the whole thing.
Right.
Because of the title alone, I'm like, all right. So I know for a fact, they say crash shot. I know me knowing you as a person, he lost. And he got upset and he tried to fight my dog. I thought that's what happened. Now you did in fact win. But I feel like they kind of like clickbaited with the title to try to try to catch the attention of people, and with the aspect of like you getting into it with the ref, I guess. More so than you and the player. But in my opinion, I feel like he was on the verge of crashing out more than you was. What was going through your mind in this game?
Man, first of all, when I saw the video of like him saying like talking trash about me, like, oh, he's sweet, I'm playing Turon and all that, that kind of shocked me.
So they showed you the interview videos before y'all played each
Nah,
other?
they didn't. But when I saw the video and I saw that, when I heard him say that, I was like, dang, that's crazy. Like, you feel me? We was just chopping it up. We didn't know we was gonna play each other. dang, he sold me out like that. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
he was talking crazy.
He was talking
Yeah,
crazy.
he made it sound like he was just gonna grease you at first.
Right. So I was like, wow, it made sense. This is why it really happened like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what I'm saying? God don't like ugly.
Right.
This is why it really happened like that.
Shut that boy right up.
Or whatever. But man, coming into that game, bro, I was just, you know, trying to do my thing. Like, is that what I'm good at? Getting to my mid range, finishing through contact and stuff like that, playing good defense, you know.
And I know, like I said, I know you, like, not just as a person, but as an actual basketball player. Because I've been to some of your games.
Right.
I've been to even just going to the rec
Right.
and playing basketball with you. So I know that you're the type of player that literally takes it one game at a time.
Yeah.
So every move that you make is calculated. You done thought about it beforehand. Not every shot's going to drop. But you pretty much know what shot you want to take before you take it. Pause.
I never heard that. That's me.
So
That's me.
when I seen the initial interviews before the game started, I was like, I was tickled because the whole time in my head, before even seeing or knowing that you won, I was like, I know he won. There's no way in my mind that this man is not gonna win this game. And especially when you started saying that you was from the Heights.
Man.
I said, oh yeah, they done pissed him off.
They brought it out of me.
They done
man.
pissed him off.
I normally don't get like that. They brought it out of me, man. But y'all don't know what the ref had said, man. The ref was talking crazy, so
To you?
I kind of lost it, man.
Saying what? How? Talking crazy to you? How? Like you were winning the whole time.
So this what had happened. So throughout the game, we both was going to the basket. I feel like he missed a lot of calls on me. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
And, you know, all I said was when I was guarding the guy when he had the ball, I was like, man, this game would have been over if the ref was calling the fouls. Like,
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't even play basketball, but I watch sports, so I know something. And the whole time, I seen him cut. I seen him cut you like 3-4 times without it being called. And I'm like, all right, so they not calling. Like, are we playing street
Prison ball.
Are we playing street ball? Let me know.
Man, my knee was swollen, bro. My knee was swollen, everything, dog. But, you know, I played through it. I ain't feel it to the end. But the ref was basically like, oh, man, you know, those wasn't no fouls. Y'all both are going up weak. And then he was like, man, I'll whoop both of y'all. I'll whoop you. So I'm like, what? And you will whoop me. Like, you, Mr. Ref? So now, like, he talking to me. I'm the motherfucker. Like, he got me mad because I feel that. So as I'm playing defense,
because if you can beat me, you'd be on the side of the court waiting to play rather than the rest of the game.
Yeah, so he messed me up with that one because instead of me locking in on him, now I locked in on you. Like, yeah, I'm talking to you now. Like, I got you now. So
I'm showing you through what I'm doing to him. Yeah.
So when I looked at the ref, the dude that I was playing, he tried to go past me, like be slick, because I took my eyes off of him looking at the ref. So he tried to get a little easy point.
Yeah.
So I had to deed him up. I turned around, got back, deed him up. And then as I'm walking back to get the ball, it's my turn to get the ball now. And the ref and his posse, like, it was a couple guys, they was with him or whatever. They came with him. They was like, I like him. I like him to beat you. Like, I like him for the 100. I like him for the 100. And the ref was like, yeah, I like me versus the 100. For the 100 versus you or whatever. So I was like, shoot, I like me. I like me for a band or whatever. Talking crazy.
That's an expensive L.
Right. So now he like, well, y'all, you better beat him first or whatever. So I said, bet. Okay, so I hit the shot, beat him. And then I told him, what's up? I'm ready for you now.
Yeah.
And then
I'm warmed up now.
And that's when y'all heard me say, you know, you better let the players play.
That's when you took me.
You better rough and let the players play. I'll whoop the rough ass because he tried me. But I found out that the rough did hoop. You know, somebody had sent this. Somebody on my DM, I don't remember who it was, on Instagram sent me the rough page. I seen his little highlights or whatever. I was like, man, I ain't worrying about that.
Yeah.
Put a date on there. Right, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah. Pulling up.
Yup.
That video was interesting, and what the most interesting thing I think to me was the age gap. Like, you wouldn't have been able to tell that you had 7 years on this man. Did you know how old he was when he was playing?
Nah, I didn't. When that's a good point, because when they posted that video, I was like,
Man, he's 23.
22,
22, 23.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, I at least thought Ray Clark would have been 25,
Bro,
26.
he was gassed. Like,
yeah, bro.
It was points in the video where y'all was going to the side and stuff, and they was interviewing y'all in between the game, and they was asking you if you wanted water. He was like, no, I'm good. That boy was on the other side of the court, gasping.
Dang. 22, bro. At 22, I was like shouting. Well, I'm talking about 22, I probably play I could play 4 games.
And
4 whole games in one day.
And that's what I was thinking. Like,
Yeah, that's
man,
crazy.
This man did this at 29, almost 30 years old to you.
Feeling good, too. Feel good.
Imagine if y'all was the same age.
22, man, he wouldn't have probably scored.
Bro, imagine if he was 29.
Oh, man.
That,
I don't like him.
That boy would have got done bad.
Yeah, he probably would have got done bad. He probably, for sure.
First of all, after the first couple of drives, he would have been winded.
He would have been dead, man. So that's, that was a good fact. I guess, you know, my workout's been working, bro. So that's just a blessing to see. 7 years on him and still can go and run with him.
What kind of workouts do you do?
Man, sleds, I lift, calisthenics, ab workouts, everything, really. I stay active, and then my job.
You still working
my
out
job,
like you in school.
Yeah, my job required a lot of walking and working out too. But the crazy thing about it, I wasn't even working out like lifting and all that when I was at Maine and all that.
Yeah.
That stuff happened afterwards, you know.
Bro, imagine if you had been lifting weights back then.
Well,
bro, you would have been jumping out of the gym.
No, I already was jumping out of the gym, but I wouldn't have been tired, and I would have been jumping more explosively. Yes,
you would, bro.
Because the weights,
your knees would have been to the rim.
Yeah. You're right about that, bro.
Because and like you're not short, but you're not the tallest.
Right.
So it's just leg power and little pops.
You're right. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Yeah, them weights, the weights changed my game, man. You know, it definitely changed my game. That's why I'm able to do what I'm doing now still, because of the weights. Without the weights, I probably would have been banged up because, you know, basketball is physical. It's always been. So
it's supposed to be.
In them 1v1s, bro, it's like a boxing match. People hitting you in the stomach, you know, you got to get through contact.
Yeah, they were saying that in the videos, like a 1 versus 1 literally exposes you because it's you versus the other person. Like,
you will get fatigued.
Like it's showing both of y'all what y'all made of by yourselves.
Yeah, it's a dog fight, bro.
You can't get no screens, you can't, none of that.
But yeah, man, I got another game coming up May 10th.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Where at?
It's probably going to be in Houston. They're trying to get the location. Yeah. It's supposed to be in Houston.
Houston?
It's supposed to be in Houston, man. I'm just waiting on the location, like where at down there and everything. They're trying to get it together or whatever. I'm in the chat with all them. So yeah.
So it's going to be in Texas, but it's supposed to be in Houston.
It's supposed to be in Houston. If everything work out, I'm hoping it's in Houston because I've never been.
Mm-hmm.
But if not, it might be in Orlando. If it's in Orlando, pull up. You got to the heights. I'm bringing the heights. I'm bringing the heights. They ain't finna be talking to me crazy. I'm bringing the heights.
I think that's one of the things they didn't understand too. Like we talk crazy in Daytona.
Oh yeah, see,
so
they didn't know that. That's what I was telling Draco that. Like that's the dude who overhooped Dream. And you know, I was telling him like, man, that's all I've been going through growing up. Right. Trash talk. So if somebody's telling me I can play through that, I'm gonna talk trash when I score.
Right.
You gonna hear me. You might be loud right now, but once I hit, I'm gonna be louder. I'm setting the tone. I love
trash. Be mad as hell on the sideline.
Right. So what they was doing on the sideline, that turned me up. Yeah. They should have shut up, because it probably would have been a closer game. Yeah. That's why I turned up like that. It was quiet at first. I wasn't in your head up. More. So the next person gonna know not to say nothing. Feel me?
So how did you link up with these people?
With the hoop dream. So I was already playing in little tournaments around Central Florida. I used to go to the hooping had got slow around here, Daytona. Yeah. So I was going to Sanford. I was playing the leagues in Orlando. Baller's Life came out here. Did Harlem Park. Okay. By Bethune. We played them out there. Savage Squad. They all came out there. when we played them. So I was traveling myself, just going out there. My face wasn't getting good. My face, people went to seeing where I was, went to seeing me, asking me where I was from and stuff like that. Asking me, can I play on this team, that team? So that's how I got on the road. So then I saw Hoop Dream come out with a platform like Next Chapter, and I saw him post a tournament, and I'm like, dang, I wanted to get on Next Chapter. But Hoop Dream is closer right now. Next Chapter, it's a little tougher getting up because it's like when they first start, they go into every city, and then they looking for the best person in every city. They started out like with part runs or whatever. So Hoop Dream, they ain't have no part runs. They was like, you just pay your money and you can play. Okay. So I'm like, oh, that's my opportunity right now. Boom. Let me get on up. I gotta show out.
I'm gonna show you I'm the best.
Exactly. Yeah. So I played the 2v2 on that first. Me and this guy named Sar or whatever. We didn't win or nothing like that, but I had like 16 points. I think probably both games.
Out of how many?
We was running like 25, but
sheesh.
I think they beat us 16 to 25 or something
but
like that.
I'm saying like you had 16 points out of the 25 y'all needed to win.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I was on, man. And just coming from another game too, like coming from a league game right to the tournament, bro. So I was, that's how you know I was in shape, man. I was ready, but I was still a little tired. I could have probably did better if I went to play that game before, but I didn't know it was gonna be that tough. But it was straight. It was, man. If I'd had one of my boys from here, from the Heights, from Daytona, would have busted him. Craig, my homeboy Craig, he was supposed to play with me, but he, he's staying by Montana.
So yeah, he's still balling, ain't he?
Yeah, he still play all the time. Probably not as much as me, but he still play. He got IQ, that never leaves.
Last time I seen him was at the reunion.
Oh, the reunion. Oh yeah. The reunion. They supposed to be doing something coming up.
Yeah, I seen it. The only reason I went to the brunch on that Sunday, that was the only event
I didn't go to that one.
I didn't go to nothing else, and I only went to that because Marcus and Reggie went.
Right.
And they asked me to go.
Yeah, just go. You have fun?
I mean,
straight.
I was chilling. We was at Euphoria, so they could smoke outside. I was pretty much out there the whole time.
Right.
But it was nice seeing people, But I mean, even back then, I was more so in the background.
Yeah.
I was never really.
Everybody had their own little, their little cliques and stuff.
Right.
You know how it was, band, basketball. Cause y'all was in band, I was in basketball. But it's like, I didn't really see y'all. Well, I saw y'all, but it's like, I'm with the boys, y'all with the band.
I was with chorus and drummer.
Well, you was in chorus and drummer.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin Lex was in band. Mm-hmm. That's my first cousin, and we ain't like that in high school. Tamara was in Chile, and our mamas, our sisters, and we didn't even link. It was like everybody, it was so fun, and it was so, like, people were just so loyal to what they was. So it was like, we had all this stuff around us, but it was like, bro, them days to go by, and you got practice, you got this, you got class, you meet your girlfriend, you meet this. Everybody had motion. So now that we get older, we like, damn, we was all in this. Like, damn, we played, but it's like, bro, that jump fly by just like this, bro.
Wow,
fly by like service. What? Shoot, what?
We're gonna go ahead and get into the Would You Rather segment now, Bum. First question. Would you rather your feet always stink or always have bad breath?
Dang. Shoot, my feet always stink because, I can put on socks and go to work and stuff, but if I'm at work and I'm talking to somebody's face, I ain't gonna get no job.
I was just about to say, I feel like one of those is just one person having to deal with the scent, and then the other one, everybody gotta deal with it.
What? Everybody.
You selfish as hell if you pick always have bad breath, because you ain't the only person that got to smell that.
Exactly.
All right, next question. Would you rather be covered in hair or have no hair at all?
Covered in hair? Like how you did?
I guess you could say that.
I'd rather be covered in hair. Shoot, my dad bald. I'd rather be covered in hair. Shoot, I like hair. Hair's cool. And then, like, it'd be cold at night. You need a little hair on your head. You might go to the snow, through the snow. You know what I'm saying?
It get a little hot in Florida. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They do.
Yeah, it be sometimes.
Well,
I
we
be
got,
like,
but they got AC though.
Right.
We got AC though.
Right. All right, next question. Would you rather sweat melted cheese or smell like a skunk?
Sweat melted cheese.
Yeah,
Or
like
smell
nacho
like
cheese.
or smell like a skunk. I'd rather smell sweat melted cheese.
Oh Lord. Well, you being an athlete, boy, that's gonna be the court just gonna be cheesy as hell. Like,
I smell like a skunk, boy. That stink.
it is.
I'm gonna just try to sweat less. I'm gonna try to sweat less. Shoot. Don't do stuff that's gonna make me sweat.
Say manipulating your perspiration.
Yeah. I'm not being around people like that. I'm gonna dodge.
All right. Next question. Would you rather walk the Great Wall of China or walk the Amazon River?
Dang. I never heard of the Amazon River, but I'm gonna go with Amazon River because I saw the Great Wall of China. I'm gonna go with the Amazon River.
I'm gonna have to go with the Great Wall of China on that one. I know it's a long walk. However, walking along the Amazon River, you're gonna have to deal with all kinds of snakes, spiders, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, dang.
In and out of the water.
Mm.
Crocodiles.
Well, I hope the Lord part that sea. I hope the Lord part that sea. And I'll be walking with that water in there. I'm gonna be praying.
Well, I'm gonna pray for you from the wall.
I'm gonna
Like,
look
I hope that boy all right over there.
I'm gonna have to go look that up. Amazon. Where's it located?
In the Amazon? It's in South America.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so there's some stuff down
There's
there.
some
Boy.
stuff out there that bite you, but anacondas.
Yeah. And that's the least of your worries. You know, they say in places like that, the smaller the insect or animal,
The more important. What? That's spooky. Boy, I be having those 4 leather socks. Boy, I still, you know how we used to tuck our socks in our pants? I be tucking my socks in my pants, face mask, goggles. That's spooky.
the pants and the sock era was
Probably,
treacherous.
shoot, you know how people got roaches down here? They probably got scorpions all over the house.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, last question. Would you rather win an Academy Award or win an Olympic gold medal?
Win an Olympic gold medal.
I figured. I think I'd lean more towards the Academy Award because I can be athletic if I wanted to be, but I choose to exercise my mind rather than my body.
I heard that.
Yeah, I got a strong mental. I mean, I ain't weak by any means, and I'm not out of shape, but I could be more in shape.
Yeah.
But that was this week's Would You Rather segment 1. And you said you started a business. What business was that?
I don't want to tell everybody my business.
Okay. Because my man's got motion.
Yeah. It's good. It's it's better than working a 9 to 5. I can wake up when I want to. You know what I'm saying? Sleep in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to get the work done.
Right.
So
Now, being a business owner, if you were talking to somebody that was still in the workforce, working for somebody else, and wanted to start their own business, what advice would you give them?
I would tell them to don't just leave from working with the other person off the rip because you want to start a business like today. Save up some money first, you know what I'm saying? Insurance, LLCs, get all that right, get your assets right and everything, and then take a chance, take a risk. But when you take a risk, always leave what you got in a good way.
Yeah.
Don't just say, "Oh, F that, I'm quitting, I'm done."
Yeah.
Because you don't know, you might take a risk, fail, have to come back. So you want to keep your face good standing, good connection, and you try because they're gonna respect that. Because if you working for them and they're the owner, they took a risk, so they gonna respect that.
Right.
How you let them know or whatever, and then if it don't fail, you know, you go do something else until you can. Well, ain't nobody perfect, so I mean, it's been a blessing for me. I've been doing it for 5 months. It's been straight.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it just woke me up. Like, it's a different mindset, company mindset, employee mindset, business mindset. Like, when you're working for someone, you just trying to get your pay.
Yeah.
You just trying to go home. You
can detach once you clock out.
Detach. You ain't worrying about how stuff done all the way.
Right.
You know, you got the business owner. He got to make sure everything look good. He got to look after you. He got a payroll. He got a schedule.
Inventory.
He go home last.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the difference. That's the mindset. And I experienced both mindsets. So, you know.
Yeah. I feel like some people have a misconception that owning their own business is like the end all be all as far as like financial struggle is concerned. But I don't think they really understand that, for one, it takes money to make money.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure not a lot of people succeed the first time they try something.
Right. And you're going to take losses too.
It takes trial and error. You learning from your mistakes, especially if you're doing it on your own. Mm-hmm. Not a lot of us got business or life coaches out here.
Right.
Nobody to pretty much guide us in the right direction. We teaching ourselves as we go.
Right.
So that's one of the big aspects. Like, you have to have a whole different mentality. Like you say, you're not gonna be able to detach. Some nights you might not be able to sleep because you doing stuff that need to be done the next day.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's definitely, it has its pros and cons, most definitely, but it's not just easy.
Right.
Because if it was easy, anybody could do it.
And I asked the most questions. Being a business owner, I asked the most questions being a business owner rather than being an employee.
Yeah.
So I asked other people that was doing the same thing. A lot of YouTube helped me so much. Like, YouTube is great. Like, yeah. I've done jobs before that I had that I didn't think I can do. Mm-hmm. Just doubted myself and ran up to YouTube. Boom, right there. 1, 2, 3. Oh snap! People think that they knew what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a blessing, man. I'm glad that I can motivate someone else if they don't think they can, or you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't think I could.
So you said you started your business 5 months ago, so you don't have no employees or nothing like that yet?
Not everyday employees, but when I need them, I can have somebody. Like my cousin, she come Fridays and work with me.
Okay.
If I don't want to do the work for the day, like if I got a lot of stuff it's low, I might call like a homie or something if they want to make a couple dollars or something like that. But I don't have like an everyday employee. Like I just get it done by myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just starting out, so you know I want to try to get up a bit like that. You know what I'm saying? Get comfortable, get stable.
I was about to say, is getting employees and stuff something you're wanting to look into in the future? Like get to a point to where you don't necessarily have to
be all over it. Yeah, be that. Yes, of course I do want to get some employees. Probably. I mean, I don't really know what God gonna do really, so I'm just trusting Him. But it wouldn't be bad. And even if I did get employees, I would most likely be out there working with them too. Cause like, if I don't want to just sit on my butt and get, you know, I'd be at the gym or I'm gonna be at work. So, but it's a blessing to be able to. I definitely want to experience it, you know, every day because it's a blessing to be able to help someone else make money. Right. You know what I'm saying? And be a way for someone else. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the jobs is tough out here. You know, I can take resumes and check over people's stuff like that. You know, so just thinking about all that is a blessing. Like, who would thought me? Like, the whole time growing up, I'm thinking I was going to the NBA or something. So now I see when they say, like, you better have a backup plan, you better do this. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all a learning experience.
So what prevented you from going to the NBA? Because, like I said, you was a dog on that court, boy.
Yeah, man, I was a dog. I mean...
Well, you still are a dog, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to make the league, man. It's probably like 5% a less chance. With me, I think I could have made the league. I think I still can go to some type of league, cross seas, G League. The NBA, I would say most of the time is politics. NBA, NFL, politics. They want the biggest. They want the baddest in the area. You know what I'm saying? The Vince Carters, the LeBrons, the Kobe's, the Michael Jordans. Think about all those players. They were Mr. Basketball's players of the years because you know why? NBA, it's about money, selling tickets, selling merch. So yeah, you like, oh yeah, you was wrong. I thought you would have went to the NBA, but it was other niggas. Like it was other people even bigger than me. Like you might think that I was big, but I might not think I was that big. I know I was good. I know I could have been better, but it's like it's always bigger. You know, it's bigger. So it's a league out there for everyone. I definitely had the potential. I think I could have made the NBA, but I definitely can go across seas right now. I could have played G League. I played at every level. Like I played with players from all those leagues, and it's nothing is different, bro, but the size.
Yeah.
If you got the IQ and the smartness, you can play at every level, bro. It's just the size. People look at the size. Oh, he's too small. Oh, he's not gonna have a chance. Oh, he can't shoot. He's not gonna have a chance. They get you out of there off the rip. Like for real, like politics. Oh, he can't shoot, but he's 6'9". We probably can work on his shot. Right. Oh, he's 5'11". He can shoot light side. He's fast. Nobody can guard him. But he's too short. Nah, we ain't gonna. Like it's just what it is, bro. It's just so you know God bless us all with talent. So you just gotta keep doing something until something
most definitely
fall for you and be happy. So
I definitely commend you for still staying active and doing what you love to do
in another way.
Right.
That's why I like the 1v1 thing on the hoop dream or whatever. It's something different.
Yeah.
Because like how you said, you was wrong. When you playing on the team, it's the team. So the 1v1 is you.
Right.
I can go 30, 40 and 0. That would be me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that gives people to show their individual skills. Right. They got 3v3, the Ice Cube League. NBA, of course, is 5-on-5, then the 1v1s. So it's a one-on-one thing. So I just got to keep winning. It's like boxing. I'm 3-0 right now in 1v1. So
okay,
I got a game May 10th. It's gonna be a good one. I ain't gonna expose the person that I play yet, but the guy who I'm supposed to play, big on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Got his own shoes. Sponsored by Nike. Yeah, signed with Nike. Did a commercial with Nike. Yeah, we good friends too. So.
What is this person they play in the league?
Not in the league, nah. They just do this type of ball, like street ball.
Oh, okay.
1v1.
And they've done it for so long, and they're so good.
Yeah, they got a lot of YouTube. They get a lot of YouTube views.
Oh, so they've gotten these endorsements on their own.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can dig it.
Yeah, man. So it's just a blessing to be able to compete and match up with this person, and people believe that I can beat him. So I got support behind me. So I'm gonna just put my shoes on and get it in.
We're gonna go ahead and get into the Am I the A-hole segment now.
Okay.
This week's Am I the A-hole question says, am I the A-hole for refusing to stop wearing my lucky dress because my best friend thinks it's embarrassing? She says, I, 22 female, have this one dress that I absolutely love. It's nothing fancy, just a flowery dress with little stars on it. But for some reason, every time I wear it, good things happen. I've gotten unexpected opportunities, free stuff, compliments from strangers, just randomly lucky moments. Obviously, I don't actually believe the dress has magical powers, but it makes me feel good, so I wear it a lot. My best friend Ava, 23 female, absolutely hates it. She says it's childish, overworn, and makes me look like I'm still in high school. Every time we go out and I show up in the dress, she rolls her eyes and say, "You're wearing that again?" It came to a head last weekend when we went out to brunch, and I wore the dress again. Halfway through, Ava sighed and said, "I can't take this anymore. Can you please just retire that thing?" I laughed it off, but she kept pushing, saying I looked stuck in the past, and it was embarrassing to be seen with me in it. I told her she was being ridiculous and that what I wear doesn't affect her. She got mad and said I was acting like a child over a piece of clothing and that I needed to grow up and start dressing more maturely. I told her she was the only one making this an issue, and if my dress somehow offended her fashion sense, that's her problem, not mine. Now she's barely speaking to me, and a mutual friend said I should just drop the dress to keep the peace. But I feel like I shouldn't have to change something I like just because someone else doesn't approve. Am I the a-hole?
Oh. Yeah, you do that, a-hole.
She the a-hole for...
She the a-hole.
She can't just like...
I done do though, but what, man?
Oh, you was really asleep.
Oh, you know how to take that out. Boy, that's
It's that work, man.
that word, boy, that business. She
Oh.
definitely the a-hole.
I don't think she the
You
a-hole.
don't think she the a-hole?
I get her on the point of, you know, I guess one, your friend to dress maturely or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, if that's your friend, it shouldn't matter what she likes to wear. Especially if she enjoys wearing it.
She for the dress?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think she the a-hole, man. She don't need to be wearing that dress no more.
I mean, at 22, she said she's 22. That's still fairly young. Like, you got a few years to still, you know.
I mean, yeah, you do, but
I mean,
same way.
Now, if she was, you know, 25, 26 with the same flowery dress, I don't know. That might be a little.
She could probably get off for 22 though. Yeah, she could. Yeah, 22. You just drinking at 21, 22.
Yeah, you still in college.
Yeah, you in college still. You can't little picnic baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, 22 she could probably get off, but 25, 26, you're gonna be looking at her like, Susie?
Why you got your daughter clothes on?
For real.
That was this week's Am I the A-hole segment, boy.
How long you been growing your dreads?
This May actually will make.
Because I know you cut them one time we was in school, then you started them back.
Oh well, when I actually started these, it was like I started them and didn't stop. That was the first time I actually
High school?
started growing locks. Before that, I was getting like braids.
Yeah, I remember braids.
All kind of stuff. I mean, I get like twists and stuff like that, but I'll take them out, unravel them, all kind of stuff.
Braids. I remember the braids, the Dickies with the fortunes, the collar shirt.
All right, now.
I remember, boy.
It was a different time back then. I ain't gonna lie, I got a Dickie fit to this day. That's crisp.
Crisp.
Tan. And I got some white forces too.
Ooh.
Yeah, I be throwing it back sometimes. But that's like, people on the West Coast still dress like that.
Right.
So it ain't even back in the day. Yeah.
That was the rock, baby.
Yeah, I just feel like us being in Florida, we be late on the fashion sense sometimes. Like, I think we get how we dress from other places for the most part. Especially Daytona, we so small, like.
You feel like, who you feel like Daytona people dress like? Daytona, they like them with colors, like colorful. Am I lying though? Like, I feel like we colorful down here, like, we colorful, boy. We like highlighter, color.
I seen a man with a whole Cheeto bag outfit.
Cheetos.
Top,
you see me,
bottom.
bro? Dang, look. I can't even look colorful.
I mean, but now I can get that.
We
know.
colorful, bro. We just
And
colorful.
like colors like
Yeah,
that.
you colorful too. Like we color. We can't run from it, bro. We colorful. First day of school, niggas gonna have some colorful shoes. The brain they fit out, bro. I don't care who you talking about. Nigga, we was colorful. Galaxy LeBrons, Carmelos, whatever.
I mean, you did have some of us that was wearing black forces.
Yeah, you did. We did. Yeah, you want black forces? I never had black forces.
No, I ain't have none. I don't think I ever had no black forces. Hell no, boy. Don't try to put that on me. I was a hoodlum sometime, but I wasn't black forces.
Black force niggas don't have a first pass soldier read.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, I had some of those soldier Reeboks. Yeah, I had some of those.
I had my mom used to have me on the feline. I think it was 2 for $79.99 at Chunks. But she had me enough, boy.
Bro, because why did I think my mama did the same thing? Because she just came home with 2 pairs of feet.
2 for $79. I had brown and beige and white and navy blue. I remember.
Bro, I had one was like green, black, and white. The other one was like all black. I'm like, all right, what we doing here?
We had them felines, boy.
Ran the bottoms off the felines.
Those, the Blazers. What's the word? The Blazers.
Oh yeah.
They had the Nike SBs.
Now you remember in middle school with the like the race car jackets?
Oh yeah, the race car jackets. I remember those. Yeah, the little ponytail. My brother, I got a younger brother. He's 9. He got my old race car jacket.
Oh yeah, I know.
One from a long time ago.
Oh yeah, I know he's stunning. Cause I don't see those around here no more. And you know, fashion it done came a long way, and it's gotten a lot bigger than it used to be. Like people actually care about how they look.
You had smoked that whole joint?
Yeah.
Damn, I must be high. I never see you lit it.
Yeah, I took that one to the dome ski.
Dang. Yeah, I never smoked in my life, but you know, people don't smoke around me.
Yeah.
So I think I know how I feel like. But the fact that I don't remember you smoking that is crazy.
Yeah, I burned that down, brother.
Dang. I don't even remember you smoking that.
I think I lit it after the introduction, if I'm not mistaken.
Dang. Yeah, that's some good stuff then if I can't remember.
That boy got contacts. He does not indulge in the consumption of marijuana. Just letting y'all know. This man is an athlete.
Never smoked a day in my life. A lot of people don't believe me.
No, it's crazy because
he was trying to pay me to smoke. This dude was trying to pay me $2,000 to smoke.
$2,000? Boy, I would have smoked the hell out of that joint.
I know you would have smoked it. I told him, nah, man. Because if I hit the joint and then you don't gonna pay me, I'm gonna have to whoop you.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna be too messed up, probably to chase him. So I said, nah.
See, at that point, you gotta ask for half before and then half after.
You gotta show some money or something.
At least you get something if you hit it and you try to run off.
Man, you got some stuff up there. I was seeing that when I came, boy.
Yeah, it's just a collection of things that I'm interested in.
I know Bob Marley. YG Marley. You know why YG Marley? That's his cousin. That's his name, right? The grandson. Bob Marley, grandson. YG Marley. He a rapper. He raps.
I heard of Joe Mensa. I think he passed a few years ago.
Yeah, it's Bob Marley's son.
I heard of Skip Marley. I've never heard of a YG Marley.
For real?
No.
Go to your phone. Bob Marley's son.
Lauren Hill.
Yeah, Lauren Hill. The singer.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. You know her, don't you?
Yeah, I know Lauren Hill, of course.
You ain't never heard one of his songs?
No, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. My music consumption now is very fickle when it comes to new music. I'm very versed in as far as the different genres that I listen to, but they have to have some type of substance. And I'm just on a old school wave right now, like the Isley Brothers, Al Green, Anita Baker, that type of wave. And I mean, I listen to rap music, but I listen to more 90s rap.
90s.
Mm-hmm.
Tupac. Tupac.
I listen to Tupac here and there. I listen to more Wu-Tang. MF Doom. Yeah.
You got a vinyl? Them vinyls?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a vinyl?
Yeah, I got the record player right there.
Okay. See you. Yeah, you did it. You did it, man. You did those arts too?
This one right here. I did that one. I did the ones that's on the east one. I did the one that's up there.
Yeah, you always control. I remember.
When I have conversations with my friends about like stuff that I do now, they aren't surprised because I guess I've always been good at anything I wanted to do. Like whatever it was. If I wanted to do it and I set my mind to do it, I always did it to the best of my ability. So I just take that and apply it to every aspect of life. Or at least try to now.
You went to Bethune too, right?
Yeah, I went to Cookman from 2014 to the beginning of 2017.
How was that experience? Cookman was right?
Well, I mean, you know, we had been going to Cookman parties and stuff as mainland students, so it wasn't necessarily anything new. However, it was at the same time experiencing it as a Cookman student. Like, it was good being that person, like that median between locals and student. I can diffuse situations if need be. I can link people up with certain people or whatever the case may be, just pretty much networking. And I think that's what, one of the reasons why I stopped going to Cookman is because I got to the point to where I initially was going for music. I wanted to be in the concert chorale. I didn't end up doing that and changed my major to criminal justice and did that for the remainder of my time and then started getting involved with photography. And at the time it was just photography, so I didn't want to do like mass communications or nothing like that because that was too broad. Which now I probably should have because I'm kind of doing all that stuff now anyway. But I stopped going and just got to a point to where I was like, I feel like the knowledge I've learned is better to just know than live by. And I didn't want to have to owe them any more money, so I didn't want to waste their time or mine going and not being interested because I know me, once I lose interest in something, it ain't really too much I can do about it. It's gonna show on my face. I'm gonna start missing class. It's just gonna be bad. So I'm gonna just go ahead and not reapply next semester. I started having like little photo shoots and stuff and started building my portfolio, and then life happened. Ended up having to sell my camera and fell off for a couple years trying to find myself. Started a podcast about a year ago, and now we're here.
So, now we're here.
Yeah, I said definitely a lot of trial and error.
Everybody go through it. I stayed down, man, before I got that business. Man, I stayed down.
Yeah.
Didn't know what I wanted to do. I had my CDLs. I was driving for a little bit, for about 2 years, but
Somebody had the CDLs don't
no,
expire.
I still got them.
That's all I was gonna say.
But I was driving, but I still got them
Right.
or whatever.
How was that?
It was okay, man. It was good money and stuff, but it was just my sleep schedule was messed up, man. I was going to work feeling like a zombie.
So what kind of driving were you doing?
I was doing local driving, but I was working overnight. I was
Okay.
delivering food in Texas Roadhouse, Wendy's, Panera Bread.
Okay.
So I was. You ever seen like the trucks drop the ladder and they bring food in with the doggy and stuff? That's what I was doing. And I was going.
See, I work at Buffalo Wild Wings now, so
Yeah, so you know,
Yeah.
I was. When the truck come, basically
Mhm.
same thing. You give them food if it's sun, whatever. So I was driving to Orlando every day. You know, I had to be to work 5 o'clock. Truck leaving at 6. I'm getting home at 9 in the morning. If I don't get on that road by 5:30, 6 o'clock, I'm getting at 6 o'clock traffic.
So you was driving from Daytona to Orlando to get your truck,
Right.
and then start.
Right, going from Orlando to Wesley Chapel, Orlando to Palaca, Orlando
Oh my God!
What?
Oh my.
Driving back past Daytona.
Right, like you gotta drive. That's why I said, oh my God, because you literally drive past home twice.
Then drive. So I go there,
Right.
come back on the truck, pass home, pass it back, going back, then get in my car and come back home. And all in one night. And then on my way home, that's when I'm fighting to stay awake, falling asleep.
9 in the morning.
So it wasn't safe, bro. I probably fell asleep over 10, 11 times on the road.
Oh no.
And I was like, well, I'm waking up every time without crashing or at the right time. So God is telling me something.
Right.
So I just said, I don't need not this job. At least not doing delivery.
How was that? Like,
Bro,
falling asleep?
Man, I was depressed at that time. I was probably 140 pounds. I was small. My eating was messed up. My sleeping schedule was messed up.
You was making good money, but it sounds like
it was stressful.
Yeah.
It was stressful.
So the money wasn't worth it.
It wasn't worth it, bro. The money wasn't worth it. Not that delivery, doing that shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't working. I'm not saying CDLs is bad. They made good money. My dad did it for 20 years.
Do you think it would have been better had you lived in Orlando rather than Daytona?
Oh yeah. My manager was telling me like, man, you should move up here. You should move up here. Like, you know. Sometimes, don't get me wrong, I used to stay up there. I go to the LA Fitness, take a shower, just go to my truck, sleep.
Yeah.
But man, it wasn't nothing like home. You know, go home, check on my apartment or whatever.
Right. Actually relax in your own bed
and stuff. You know, sometimes I had off days.
So you never wanted to move to Orlando?
Not at that time. I had an apartment down here. It was a good rent. I was dating someone at the time, so they was in college, so it was like
that definitely played a big factor.
Yeah. It would have been a big shift. It didn't work out in the plan at the time.
True. Everything happens for a reason, boy.
Yeah, for sure. It was a good experience, bro.
We're going to go ahead and get into the Guess the Charges segment now, boy.
Let's do that.
All right, first one.
He looked like he went to jail for trespassing.
Nice one. I can see it.
Yeah, he looked like he was trespassing, sleep somewhere. What is it?
Disorderly conduct.
Wow.
Dispose, threat, store hazardous waste without permit, and create, maintain nuisance, injury to health.
Wow. I wasn't even close. That's some, I never heard them charges. Besides disorderly conduct.
I was going to say, it sounded to me like you tried to make him get off light. Next one.
Man.
First of all, I'm more than positive he has no chin. And
that's crazy.
That's why he grew his hair out like that. Cause ain't no way.
He looked like he got a dog chin.
Literally.
Like it looked like I don't know, that's crazy. But I think he went to jail for child abuse.
Alright. Okay.
Oh,
even worse. Failure of sex offender to properly register.
Wow, so he
done already touched the kids. And
you might as well say I was right. He put his hands on the kid.
I get that.
He done touched the kids and don't want to turn himself in. Dirty dog.
$10,000 bond, brother. I wouldn't have gave him no bond. It was no bond. Next one.
Sneakers? Dang, what he ain't have on no shirt.
That boy was thugging. I'm talking about he outside.
I think he went to jail. He got a frown, so he guilty. He probably went to jail for battery.
Battery? I can see it.
Dang, I'm trash.
Possession of controlled substance without
Oh, he was
prescription.
slanging.
And possession of paraphernalia. No, he wasn't selling. That boy was smoking.
It was in his possession.
But he ain't smoked it yet.
Dang.
Next one.
He look like somebody on a TV show.
Like somebody famous.
Yeah. You don't think so? I forgot the name of that
Like
movie.
Jimmy
I think it's
Fallon or
on.
something.
He look like, yeah, on one of them shows. Dang, what's the name of that show? American Pie, one of them. He look like one of them things, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I just don't know his name.
Dang, what show was that? But he looked like he went to jail for. He looked confused, but he looked innocent.
He looked a little sad.
A little sad, like, but it looked like it's like basically he got his time wasted. I would say he went to jail for suspended license.
Driver with suspended license. Okay. Oh, you was close.
I was close.
It had something to do with driving.
Driving
Driving over the influence, refusal to submit to testing, and battery, domestic violence. So he was trying to get going.
He was trying to get going.
Yeah, that's why he was sad. Last one.
He looked like.
Oh, he had to put his hands on somebody.
He looked bad.
As hell.
No shirt on.
Got me in this freaking jail.
I would say.
Looking like Popeye.
I would say he went to jail for. That's tough. I'm trying to hit it on the head. Suspended license.
Suspended license?
Dang.
A litany of charges: possession of paraphernalia, possession of cannabis not more than 20 grams, trafficking in amphetamine 14 grams, or more than 14, less than 28, or between 14 and 28 grams, and possession of paraphernalia again.
Hey. Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah. See, now he might have been trying to get it off.
He might have been trying to get it off.
he.
And now they call him.
Yeah, them possession of paraphernalia, there might have been scales. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was this week's guess the charges, that bomb.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I mean, he was close on some of them.
I know the drama. The tan, Likkle tan table box. I like that.
Yeah, so I don't know. When I recorded the first episode, I didn't even have a name. Like, it was literally just me recording a video. I didn't have a premise. I didn't have none of the games. I didn't know what we was going to be talking about. I just riffed it. And then after that, I started editing. Was thinking of a name. Like, it need to be something simple, something that pertains to me, but can also be relatable to other people. And I looked and I had this table in the first video, and I was like, little tan table. And then I put the Likkle for the patois.
What's the Likkle?
It's patois for little.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Likkle tan table, that's fine. Likkle tan table. So this episode 55.
55.
Dang, you did 55 people. That's a blessing.
Well, some of them I did multiple, like, people have done multiple episodes. Whether I had somebody scheduled that didn't show up, or whatever the case may be, or I just liked how somebody, the chemistry of the conversation, I invite them back, or if they want to do it, whatever. But most, it was a lot of people that I just met for the first time doing the episode, and it was vibes. It definitely helped me get out of my shell a little bit more, because
So I'm the first one that put athlete.
No, actually, My first athlete was Ed. That boy almost went to the Olympics type stuff. Like, he run track.
Oh, for Bethune?
Hmm?
For Bethune?
He did. He ran for Bethune and he also ran for FSU. He got rings at both of those places. He did all kind of state levels and regional levels, and I think he said he stopped after he had his first daughter, because he was like, the money really don't start coming in for like track runners and stuff like that until you start getting endorsements and start going to actually to the Olympics and the big stuff like that. So yeah, but he coached now. He I think he coached at Atlantic, if I'm not mistaken. If it's not Atlantic, he just
I know him. He about 6'2", got waves.
He had waves.
He had waves. He got
braids,
medium. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Small world. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I met him
Big
actually
guy,
at
big
Likkle.
head, like 6'3", 6'3". Yeah, he
Country
had
as
dreads.
hell.
He had dreads at Bethune.
Country as
I know
hell.
exactly what you're talking about. He got a haircut now.
Yeah, that's Ed. That's my
Super
dog.
athletic.
Hell yeah. I met him at Cookman and working at Nike. Because I was working at Nike 2017, if I'm not mistaken. So what type of entertainment are you into? Like when you're not bowling?
I like to go out and do stuff competitive still. Bowling.
Pretty much
Shoot a
that.
little pool.
I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. You ain't trying to get on them lanes when you bowl.
You bowl?
But you don't see that bowling bag right there, boy? Under that brown bag? Yeah, it's 2 balls
You
in that
bowl?
balls.
We can go right now.
You are a bowl. I'm a hell of a bowler.
For real?
What's
I
your
never
height?
knew that.
What's your highest game?
300.
Oh yeah? How many
Shot
times have
one,
you rolled it?
Just one. Well, I was in lead. My average was 2 years ago, like 217, 220, something like that.
Listen,
You ever did lead?
Nope. That's
I'm
the
trying to
crazy
get a
thing.
lead right now.
That's the crazy thing.
My people trying to get a 5-on-5. They got a 5-on-5 lead on Thursday. I used to go out there and play all the time.
Funny story. So
Damn, you bowl? That's crazy.
I used to bowl here and there as a kid with my pops, if and when I did see him sometimes. And I remember he being good at bowling. Like, he was the first person I ever seen spin a bowling ball. Like, make the bowling ball spin. Like, from one
You
lane.
know what's crazy?
One side of the
I
lane.
just thought about it. Duh. Willie, your brother. I used to bowl with him.
I'm
We-
better.
He
I'm
got
better than him.
what? Dang, bro. We used to bowl.
I beat our
He
dad
had
in
the
a game.
balls. Yeah, he had balls for our dad too.
I beat our father in a game. As
And
an
I
adult.
believe you, man. I believe you. Because Willie, we used to be 5, but this was for, see, Willie was good. This was when I was upcoming. So my games was like around that time, 170. Willie used to bowl like 180, 190, but he wasn't cleaning up everything. When I got into league and I started going 3 times a week, I know how to pick up all my pickups.
Yeah.
The next time he saw me, I was 7, 8 in a row.
Know how to hit one pin, make that pin hit the
Bro,
other pin, all kind of stuff. I was a beast.
I just got my ball fitted like 3 weeks ago. I got a tank and I throw storm.
I got a storm too.
For real?
Yeah.
I got a storm.
Yours
ball.
is yours scented?
What I mean?
Like, does it have a smell? Because
I never knew.
You know, storms have scented balls. Pause.
Like, my ball might not be sent out on that. Shoot, I used to.
I
My
got
last ball, I used to leave it in the car so it cracked. So now I take care of this one. My one's not good. Yeah. I got a 4 ball. I got a 6 ball bat, but I took the 2 things off, so I just have it on 2 and put it. Well, I gotta get some more shoes, so I use the house shoes one.
Bro, I don't know what the hell happened to my shoes, bro. Moving from my mom's house, they just disappeared, and they was with my bag.
When the last time you bowled, fool?
It's been years.
For real?
Yeah.
And you still got your bowling bag.
Yep. And
What
like
you
I was
think? What you
saying,
think you would throw right now? First game, no warm up. Gate
probably like a 150.
till you get the
Mm-hmm.
That was a realistic answer. But what was your highest before? You asked me. What
298.
Dang.
I was 1 pin away, because you know they count double in the last frame.
So yeah, you'll get back to it quick.
Bro, I had all strikes until the last frame. Strike, left 2.
Dang.
And it was crazy because I didn't, like I said, I had bowled a little bit as a kid, but I didn't really start bowling until like 2017 when I started working at the bowling alley, Bel Air Lanes on the east side.
See, you ever shot at Orman? That's why I go. Orman Lanes, nice.
I think I did on like some recreational stuff, not with like my actual bowling.
And then when I got good, I was like, dang, I should have bowled from England, but
what?
Bro, stayed here before we got there too.
Bro, when I started working at the bowling alley, it was just me working there and knowing some of the knowledge because, of course, my father was a bowler. So
he bowled leads, everything.
It went from that to me pretty much being able to run the center by myself. I'm bowling in between like rushes and whatnot. I came in one day before my shift, just on the random, tossing the ball down. And I'm playing league style, so I'm going from lane to lane. Hit the first strike, bomb. I'm like, okay, that's normal. Hit the second one, bomb. I'm like, all right, we cooking. Third, fourth, fifth, I'm like, okay, we doing something here. Now, mind you, this is the middle of the day, and it's people in the center. And when I first started, everybody was bowling and stuff. You know, I seen other balls going down the lanes, knocking pins over. When I got to like the 7th or 8th frame, the whole center was quiet and watching me. Hit that 8th, 9th, the last 2 strikes, that last throw, I was a little bit too far to the right. And I felt it too. As soon as it left my hand, as soon as it left my fingers, I was like, oh my God, I know that's not going to do it. I know it's not going to hit where I wanted to hit. Bang. I think it left like it was the 2 back. It was the 7 and the 1, 2. Yeah, I think the 7 and the 2. No, it was the 7 and the 1, 2, 3, 4. It was the 7 and the 4. Hot. Everybody in the center like, oh man, you almost had it. I'm like, bro, why was y'all watching me? That's probably why I missed.
Nah, you probably, when you get, because that happened to me one time, I was supposed to hit the 300 again. You got to take that deep breath in. Like them other ones, you been hitting, but it's like when you get to that last one, you thinking it in your head ringing.
Yeah.
You got to just take that deep breath.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I threw it too quick. I got too excited. But yeah, I beat Big Willie in the game. And I recorded the score after. I had like 278.
Dang, you put it on.
Boy, I was a beast.
Dang.
I got a storm and a rhino.
I know about them rhinos. I like them storms though. What you throw? 3 finger? You throw left hand, 2 hand?
1 hand, right? 2 fingers.
I always use my thumb. Yeah, same way.
So
That's me
2
too.
fingers. I only use my thumb if I'm trying to pick something up.
Oh, for real? Oh.
Yeah. Like if I'm trying to aim it a certain way. But if I'm going, like that's what I use my rhino for. But that storm, that's my first ball. If I hit that pocket, I ain't gonna have to worry about using that rhino.
Dang, that'd be like that.
Yeah.
So your dad, he did leads?
Mm-hmm.
Hella leads. He was good. He shot a couple 300s.
I'm pretty sure, not in my presence, but
yeah. Well, he was good though.
I'm more than positive.
He was consistent.
When I was working there, he was in one of the leagues. I think it was on the Thursday too. And I met a few people that was some decent bowlers when I was out there, and just like taking everybody's techniques and forming my own. I think that's what made me as raw as I was. I was not to be played. It was to a point to where none of my friends wanted to go bowling with me.
That's how I was. You ain't finna embarrass me.
Mm-hmm. All right, that was another episode of Likkle Tan Table. I want to give thanks to my brother for dropping in again.
Love it. So anytime, man.
Nice linking with you, boy.
Yes,
Long time.
Long time.
It's definitely good to see you still kicking, still going, still got your head high, still bowling.
Yes, sir.
Y'all check my man's out.
Up Worldwide on Instagram.
Right.
Turon Huff on Facebook.
I'm gonna have it all in the video for you too.
Yes, sir.
I got like that.
Straight out the heights.
And I appreciate all of my listeners, my viewers and supporters. If you're watching the video on YouTube and like what you saw, make sure you drop the like for me, please. Make sure you post comments, get involved with any other segments, ask me what you want, and it'll be addressed in later episodes. Make sure you share the video with your friends and family, your loved ones for me, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, bro. We are at 96 subs, y'all boys.
Hey, ooh,
The last video I was at, I think I was only at like 87.
Dang.
So within a week time frame,
Well, you're gonna get 97. I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe.
Okay. And speaking of that, once we hit 100, I already got it set in stone. I'm recording and filming a What's in the Box challenge.
No.
With a couple of my homies, Marcus, Willie, and Reggie gonna be there.
Okay.
And a couple of my drummer homeboys gonna be there. We're gonna be partaking in the What's in the Box, and I'm gonna post that in celebration for when we hit 100 subs.
Okay, that sounds good.
So that's a little incentive for y'all to hit that subscribe button for me, boy.
You heard them.
Yes, sir. But anything has been appreciative on the way, most definitely, and everything will be appreciative in the future. And for all of my listeners on any of the other streaming services, an example, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, or Apple Podcasts, any of the other ones that'll be listed too, make sure y'all drop ratings and comments for me so I can know what you guys thought as well. And this is your host, your favorite neighborhood roster, and I'm about it here. Peace and blessings.
D-style.
That's what I. You know, you got different sizes, but this like how you got the stuff in here though. Like this fine. Like Vicky said, not in this video. For real, a fan.
Yeah.
What you do it all?
Yeah, the first couple, it just so happened to be music artists, but that I didn't want to just like
Focus on
marginalize myself, and I feel like everybody has something to say. So
that shit.
anybody,
You seen my video that went viral?
did I?
Yeah.
Talking about the basketball,
Yeah.
the one versus one,
Yeah.
right? Trust me, it's gonna be a topic in this video.
Right.
Sure. So I was
I'm
waiting.
gonna post that bit and tag the people too.
I was waiting to bring it up.